Hey YouTube, DPal3543 here. Welcome back to the channel. Just a quick reminder that after this video is uploaded and I get a couple tiers, about an hour after this video is uploaded, I will be streaming part 2 of Force Unleashed. That's right. That's what I was looking for. My apologies. Oh, anyway, with that being said, okay. I've lost my train of thought. I do apologize. My whole mind just gone, just like that. I am so sorry for that. Okay, so today I'm bringing the 86th best Yu-Gi-Oh deck of all time, and that is World, mostly Dark World. Which, okay, it's a mixture of things, but we're going to focus on Dark World because that is the main thing here today. So since this has such a very rich history, and this list will take me a good while to get through, I'll just go over its appearances and events. Let's see, so the World deck type first appeared in the competitive meta 3 times in November of 2006. All 3 were in Anaheim, and it was the Dark World deck. And then it makes 1 appearance in February of 2007 at the Kings Games Regionals. So for the most part, it's dark. I assume it's Dark World unless I say otherwise. And we see it's a good about 4-year jump to its next appearance when it makes 3 appearances in November of 2011, all 3 at the Kansas City YCSs. Then we see 1 appearance in January of 2012 at the Brighton YCS. Then we see 2 appearances in 2012. One's at the Guadalajara YCS and one's at the Atlanta YCS. Then we see 2 appearances in April of 2012, both at the Toulouse YCS. Well, that's French. Noël Garde and Jean-François Salentana. Interesting. Anyway, sorry. Once in November of 2012 at the Seattle YCS. And then in February of 2013 at its next appearance, so a few months later, the Miami YCS, we start to see a slight variations in the decks with Virus Dark World. And then in April of 2013 at the Brooklyn, New York Regionals, we see a Cerulli Dark World. And then in October of 2013, and then in October of 2013 at the Mendoza, Argentina Regionals, we go back to pure Dark World deck. Back to the pure Dark World decks for a time. In January 2014, we see it again in Montreal, Canada Regionals, as well as in the Caracas, Venezuela Regionals. And then in January of 2014, at its next appearance in the Frankfurt, Germany, we see Dark Creator Dark World. And then in February 2014, at the Atlanta, Georgia YCS, we see Skill Drain Dark World. That sounds like a fun deck. Also in February 2014, we see in Madison, Tennessee, at the Madison, Tennessee Regionals, goes back to pure Dark World for a time. It makes 2 appearances in March of 2014, one at the Sao Paulo, Brazil Regional YCS, and once at the Chicago, Illinois YCS. Then we see 2 appearances in April of 2014, both at the Des Moines, Iowa Regionals. Then we see 1 June 2014 appearance at the National Championships in Portugal. With 1 appearance in July of 2014 at the Yu-Gi-Oh! State Championships in Nebraska. And 1 appearance in October of 2014 at Tinley Park, Illinois. And then 3 years later, in October of 2017, we see the first appearance of World Chalice in the competitive meta at the Tuscaloosa, Alabama regionals. And we then see 2 more appearances of World Chalice in December of 2017, both at the Kissimmee, Florida regionals. Then we see 1 appearance. Oh no, my bad. 2 appearances of World Chalice in January of 2018, one at the ARG Circuit Series in Las Vegas, and one on the San Jose, California regionals. Then we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 appearances of World Chalice throughout February of 2018. See twice at the Istanbul regionals, once at the Melbourne regionals. No, my bad. Twice at the Melbourne regionals, and then twice at some random Germany regionals. It could be several events, or it could be the same event. Once at the Bochum, Germany regionals. Bochum. Sorry if I butchered that. I don't speak German yet. And then World Chalice makes 2 more appearances in March of 2018, once at the Istanbul regionals again, and at the OTS championships. And World Chalice makes 2 April 2018 appearances, once at the Istanbul regionals and one at the San Antonio, Texas regionals. World Chalice makes 1 May 2018 appearance at the Turkey National Championships. And then World Chalice makes 1 appearance in June of 2018 at the ARG State Championship in Arizona. World Chalice makes 1 December 2018 appearance at the St. Louis, Missouri regionals. World Chalice makes 1 October 2019 appearance, so almost a year later, at the London, England YCS. I remember when World Chalice was a big thing. That was back when links were still pretty fresh. So it was like one of the earliest link decks there was. See, and that was, and then World Chalice makes its final competitive meta appearance, as far as I can tell here. Yep, its final competitive meta appearance in January of 2019. I've lost my place. There it is. In January of 2020, my bad. The Sydney, Australia YCS. And then we're now switching over to Virtual World, which had my bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which had 4 appearances in November of 2020 at the LCS 8. 1, 2, 8 at the LCS 8. And then it had 2 appearances in December of 2020 at the LCS 9. And then 2 appearances in January of 2021. Virtual World had 2 appearances in January of 2021. Once at the Remote Duel Extravaganza Attack of the Giant card, and the other one at the LCS 10. Then Virtual World makes another appearance in March of 2022, so about well over a year later. I apologize. At the YGO 20th Anniversary Special Event. Wow. Virtual World makes another appearance in June of 2022 at the National Championships in Italy. And then Virtual World makes yet another appearance. It makes its final appearance in the competitive meta at the Omaha, Nebraska regionals in October of 2022. And then we pick up again with Danger Dark World, which is the deck we see here, in March of 2023 at the Houston Regional, Texas. So this is the most recent deck, run by Jean Arroyo, who placed in the top 8. So now, as far as Dark World goes, we've seen from first to about 32nd place on average. With World Chalice, we've seen first to about 30th so far is the lowest they've gone. Yep, top 64, so to the 64th at least as the lowest. virtual worlds is ranged from 1st to 16th. So, obviously, the Dark World deck is still prevalent, as that recently got some more support and is coming back into the competitive meta. As for the other two, I can't say. I don't know. If you want me to do separate videos for those in the future, you can feel free to request that in the comments below, or go to my Discord server and ask me to do that there. I'll be happy to feature those decks. But let's go ahead and run this deck. We've seen it in play, but let's just go ahead and have a duel anyway, because why not? It's fun. We know it works, so we don't need it, but dueling is fun. We all came here to see a duel, so let's have a duel. Let's play. Danger Dark World. Let's go second. Let's see what I can pull off, and let's see if I can't get rid of any problematic cards. So you have Radiant here, so that's always good. If your opponent has an activated monster effect in your main phase, it's your okay. So we see 2 set cards. All right, it's 2 face down cards. I can get rid of that. All right, cool. Activate that. Do I want to do this? Is it worth it? It might be worth it. I don't know. Let's go ahead and activate card destruction. Ooh, got rid of the twin twisters there. That's always nice. That's always fantastic. Activate. Banish you. Let's see. Add 1 gauge of the Dark World from your deck to your hand. Don't need to do that. Okay. We'll send you. Just in case something goes wrong. If this card is banished, you special summon this card. Oh, that is fantastic, actually. I love that. Let's go see. Let's get a graph out, I guess. I don't know. Go and activate Allure here. Draw a couple cards. No. Alright, now. So and banish Genta. Oh, I can't do that again? Okay. Activate Dark World Ascension. You see boop and boop, boop, boop. Just like that. Graph. We'll pop that middle card there. Let's go ahead and pop that middle card. Synchro Deflector. Interesting. See special summon. Get out my Grapha. Activate. What can I activate? Let's see. Main phase of the card in your hand. One. And this card in your hand. This card. Oh yeah, I can do that. Just add it back to my hand. Discard Silva. Silva gets effective special. Boop. Silva special. You can only do that once per turn. If this card is banished, you control a Dark World card. You can special summon this card. But I guess it's by effect then. Let's go to the battle phase and see how things play out here. See what they do. Call. Okay. Yep, I'll continue the battle and I'll hit the turret warrior. It dies. Strength at 26. They're just barely hanging in there. Just barely. Okay, I'll just go ahead and end my turn. Because I can't think of much else to do other than just burn through more cards in my deck. I can activate effect. What do you do? When your opponent activates a monster, you can activate this card. Your opponent discards 1 card. Oh, yeah, sure. Select a card to discard. Sure, I'll discard this one. I guess. I don't know. I don't have better cards to discard, and I need to stop them from pulling off any combos. And they leave. So, surprise, surprise. So, yeah, as I said, I am I didn't say this, but I am particularly fond of Dark World decks. I love Dark World. The Dark World deck was one of my first Yu-Gi-Oh decks. See, I started off with a jumbled mix of random cards. I eventually turned that into a Warrior Spellcaster deck, which I still have. And then I got Burning Abyss. Then I got Dark World. And then I got Light Sworn. Then I got my Dragon deck. Then I got Light Sworns. Then Noble Knights. And Melodious. And I just started building up from there. And I'm partially fond of Dark World because between the Dragons, Battling Boxers, and Dark World was one of my better decks, and I love it. I love playing it. It's fun. I personally absolutely believe it should be much higher on the list. Dark World, especially with its rich history and how long it's been competing, how long it's managed to stay relevant in the competitive meta for as long as it has. I actually think it should be within like the top 20, at least top 20, top 30, if not the top 10. That's my opinion, though. I love it. But as for the rest of the virtual world and World Chalice, if we're counting those, if we remove Dark World from the equation, just counting those, I think it should be a little lower. World Chalice and Virtual World, I think it should be a little lower. They weren't as rich and diverse as Dark World has been. There hasn't been very many different variations of it. It didn't last very long, only a few months each, to about a year or two each. So maybe a little lower, maybe in like the 90s or 100s, 100 to 110, somewhere around there. But those are my thoughts. What about you guys? What are your thoughts? Feel free to let me know down in the comments below. Let's have a conversation about it. And then, like I said, if you guys want to see a video on where I try out the World Chalice deck and a video where I try out a Virtual World deck, go ahead and let me know. Also, let me know that in the comments below. And I will post a link to my Discord server in the description. So if you guys want to get on the Discord server and talk to me, have conversations, invite me to duel, or just have fun together, that will be readily available for that. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and be sure to tune in to my stream over on Twitch. If you're not able to do that, it will be uploaded to my channel shortly after this stream has ended. So, see y'all later. Bye-bye.